Dear students, now we are going to solve important problems in source transformation techniques. Let's start with a small overview of source transformation methods. Here it is voltage to current source, current to voltage source transformation. Voltage source is always represented with the series resistance. Okay, you have to remember this. Voltage source is always connected with the series resistance. Current source is always connected with the parallel resistance. Okay, so this is the representation of voltage and current. So here voltage source is given means we can obtain an equivalent current source by taking the value of I is equal to what? V by R. What is the value of V? Whatever value is given in this voltage source divided by the series resistance. That is the value of current here, and the resistance is same as that of the voltage source. Here current to voltage source, the voltage for this is equal to I into R. Okay, I is the given value in current source, R is the given resistance value. Here the resistance of this voltage source is equal to the current source. Okay, so this is the overview of the source transformation. So next, the terminologies are very important in source transformation. If the voltage is supplied from negative to positive means it is called as positive voltage, that is voltage rise. Okay, for this voltage the equivalent current source is looking like this, because the current is always flowing from negative to positive, so the direction looks like this. Okay, so the current direction is always from negative to positive. So likewise, if the supply is positive to negative, if I am looking from this positive to negative, then it is the negative voltage. For this negative voltage, the direction of the current flow is from negative to positive. So its arrow mark is looking like this. Okay, so this arrow representation is very important in source transformation. Let's solve the problem to find the current through the resistor 2 ohm in the given circuit. Here we are going to use source transformation method. In the given circuit, there are two voltage sources and one current source. We are going to find out the current through this 2 ohm resistor. So in the solution part, the first step is to convert the voltage sources to current sources. So first step is what? We are going to convert all the voltage sources to current source. Here, this is the first voltage source with the 12 volt and 4 ohm. So here, we are going to convert this voltage source to current source. For that, we have to make this current. Negative to positive. Negative to positive means the arrow mark should be in the upward direction, and the current source is always having the parallel resistor. This resistor value is the same as that of the voltage source. So here it is 4 ohm. What about that current? So current is equal to what? V by R. What is the value of V? It is 12 volt. So 12 divided by R is 4. So 12 by 4 is equal to 3 amps. So this is the first current source for this voltage source. Likewise, we have to convert this voltage source also to current source. So here it is 24 volt, 6 ohm resistor. So here we can like negative to positive. Negative to positive means here the arrow mark should be in downward direction. So here we can make the current source like this. Here I is equal to what? V by R. What is the value of V? It is 24 divided by R is nothing but 6. So 24 by 6 is equal to 4 amps. And then the parallel resistor is nothing but the same resistor here. It is 6 ohm. In between we are having one current source. That is the first step. So now we have converted the voltage sources to current source like this. Correct? This is the first current source. This is the second one. This is the third one. So in the next step, we are going to combine the current sources and resistances. Here, one current source is here, another current source. Both are in parallel. In parallel, we can add the currents together. Correct? So here we are going to combine these two current sources together. So here we can get 3 amps in the upward direction. That means it is the plus. Correct? Here it is minus. So 3 minus 3 is equal to what? 3 minus 6 is equal to minus 3. Minus 3 represents the downwards direction. So we can replace this parallel current sources like this. So 4 ohm resistor in parallel with the current sources, 3 amps. This arrow mark indicates negative is there and positive is here. Okay, and then the remaining 2 ohm we can take it as such, and here these two resistors. Okay, these two resistors are in parallel. So parallel means we can combine these two resistors together like this. So we can mention R1 R2 divided by R1 plus R2. So what all are the values? 3 and 6. So here 3 into 6 divided by 3 plus 6. That is equal to what? 18 divided by 9. So here we can get 2 ohm and this current source as such. After the second step, for further simplification, we are going to transform the current source to voltage source. Here, this is the current source, 4 ohm with this 3 amp source, right? Here we are going to convert this current source to an equivalent voltage source. So, voltage source is nothing but what? The source with the series resistance. The series resistance value is equal to the resistance in the current source. So 4 ohm. What about the current value here? Yes. Here it is minus 3. Minus 3. Downwards means what? Negative to positive. So here we have to connect the negative terminal to this resistor. So the arrow mark is very important in source transformation. So here it is negative. Here it is positive. And the voltage is equal to what? I into R. Correct. So here current is 3. Resistance is 4. So 4 into 3, 12 volt. Likewise here this current source is converted into this voltage source. Here the resistance is 2 ohm and here the voltage is equal to I into R. So I is what? 4 ohm is, that is resistance is 2. So 4 into 2, 8. Okay, that's why we are having 8 volt. After converting this, we are going to apply KVL. So we can further simplify this into an equivalent resistance because 3 resistors are connected in series. We can add all the resistance together. Okay, or else we can keep it as such and then apply KVL. So here we are going to apply KVL to this. Here positive to negative. Positive to negative means it is a negative voltage. Okay. So likewise positive to negative means it is a negative value. Positive to negative, negative voltage drop. Here also it is a negative voltage drop. Okay. Here it is negative to positive. The direction is negative to positive. That means it is a positive value. So we can apply KVL to this closed loop. Here it is positive to negative. So we can put minus 12 and voltage drop across this resistor is minus 4 into I. So voltage drop means what? The resistance value multiplied by the current. Here the current is I. We do not know the value. We are going to find out this current. So we can keep the current as such. So minus 4 into I. And across this 2 ohm resistor is also minus 2 into I. Across this 2 ohm resistor is minus 2 into I. Here the voltage is plus 8. That is equal to 0. What is KVL? Voltages around the closed loop is equal to 0. So here we are going to add all these currents together. So here it is minus 8I. Minus 12 plus 8 means minus 4. From this minus 8I is equal to plus 4. We can get I is equal to minus 0.5. So here we are going to consider only the magnitude. So here the magnitude of the current is what? 0.5 amps. So this is the current flowing through this 2 ohm resistor. So what is the question? To find the current through the 2 ohm resistor. Now the answer is what? The current I is equal to 0.5 amps. The next problem is to find the power delivered by the 50 volt voltage source. Here we are going to use source transformation technique. So from this given diagram, we come to know that there are two voltage sources and one current source. Here this current source is in between these two voltage sources. We are going to find out the power delivered by this 50 volt source. As we know that the power is equal to V into I. We know the value of voltage, that is 50 volt. We don't know that value I. So we are going to find out the value of current flowing through this circuit. Correct? So here in the first step we are going to redraw the given diagram, because we know that this current source means what? Current in parallel with the resistance. So this current source is connected between these two voltage sources. So we are going to simply redraw the given diagram like this. The same diagram we can represent like this. Okay. After that we are going to convert this voltage source to current source. We do not touch this voltage source because we are going to find out the power for this source. Okay. So for that purpose, we do not touch this portion. Okay. We are not going to change anything in this one. We are going to transform this voltage source to current source. So current source means what? Here we are having the current with parallel resistance. This parallel resistance is the same as that of the voltage source resistance. So here it is 3 ohm. What about that current? Current I is equal to what? V by R. So what is the value of V here? It is 10 volt. So 10 divided by resistance is 3. So 10 by 3 is equal to what? 3.33. It is going on like that. We can stop only with the 2 digits. Okay. So 3.33 amps. So now we can represent the current source as 3.33 amps. So this voltage source is converted into current source. So here we can see this. Okay. So up to this, the same diagram, this voltage source is converted into the current source. It is not that voltage. Okay. So voltage is converted into current source. After converting this, these two current sources are in parallel. This is the first current source. This is the second one. We have already solved problems in the part 1, right? So you can refer that video also for further reference. So this is the current source 1. This is the current source 2. Both are in parallel. So we are going to combine the current sources. For that we are going to add the current values. Here it is I1. Here it is I2. I am going to get the overall current, that is equal to I1 plus I2. So here it is 10. Here it is 3.33. So I can get 13.33 amps. So I am going to simply reduce two current source to single current source. For that I am going to add current values. And next, the resistance. These two resistances we can say, that is R1, this is R2. Both are in parallel. Parallel means the overall resistance is equal to what? R1 R2 divided by R1 plus R2. So substitute the values here. 2 into 3 is equal to 6 divided by 3 plus 2 is nothing but 5. So 6 by 5 is equal to 1.2 ohm. So now we have one voltage source and one current source. After this, we are going to convert this current source into voltage source, because we are going to apply Kirchhoff's voltage law to obtain the current value. For that, we are going to convert this current source to voltage source. So in the next step, this current source is converted into voltage source. So here, this is the current source, means we are going to convert into voltage source. Voltage source means it is having one voltage along with the series resistance. This resistance value is same as that of the current source. What about the voltage source value? So here the voltage source V is equal to what? I into R. What is the value of I? I is nothing but 13.33. I is equal to what? 13.33 into 1.2. So we can get the value like this, 15.996. So we can approximate that is equal to 16 volt. So now we have the equivalent voltage source for this current source. Okay. Now we are going to apply Kirchhoff's voltage law to this circuit to find out what? In order to find out the current. So now here we should concentrate on the terminals. Okay. So here it is negative, here it is positive. So the direction of the flow is from like this. Okay, so here the direction is from negative to positive. Negative to positive means it is a positive voltage. Here positive to negative means there is a negative voltage drop. Here positive to negative means here it is a negative voltage drop. Here it is positive to negative, that means it is also a negative voltage. So here we can get 50 volt, correct? It is a positive one. Minus 5 into I, we do not know the value of I, correct? So here 5, that is the resistance, and current value we do not know, so we can mention that is I. And here it is minus 1.2 into I. Okay, that is the voltage drop across this 1.2 resistance. And then here it is minus 16, that is equal to 0. So here we can add these two values, we can get minus 6.2i, and here 50 minus 16 is equal to what? 34, plus 34 is equal to 0. In the next step, minus 6.2i, and we can take this value to this right hand side, so minus 34, and then we can get minus minus cancel. I is equal to what? 34 divided by 6.2, that is equal to 5.5 amps. So this is the current flowing through this. So 5.5 amps. Okay. So now we have the current value as 5.5. So now we can easily calculate the power delivered by the 50 volt supply. So here it is equal to V into I. V is 50, I is 5.5. We can get the answer as 275 watts.